Worship leaders, you don't got to be talking that much on the microphone. The like healing frequencies.
Yeah.
But if you're doing that all the time, because it's just like those are the songs you like and those are the songs that minister to you, you're just gonna lose people.
Moses stood on a mountain.
Be positive. Wow.
Are we starting?
We are starting.
Yeah, I was like, I think this is the start now. Right?
This is the start now. We are so back, you guys.
No, put on your wrist strap.
Hold on.
Click.
Okay, it's on.
Good job.
Wrist strap is on.
We are safe. Sorry.
Welcome back to GGG. It's been a little while.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a couple like months, maybe. But that's okay. That's okay. We won't talk about that. We are playing in lieu of the Mario Galaxy movie. We're playing Super Mario Galaxy today.
It's me.
Wait, Mario? This game is like, in my opinion, like one of the best games like ever made, and I'm not even kidding.
Okay. All right.
Not even joking.
All right.
This is peak. This is peak. Let's reintroduce ourselves. I think that's probably good to do. I'm Noah. Good on the line.
Oh, I'm Jeremiah.
I am Daniel.
Jerry's on the sticks right now. He's on the controller. It's gamer sounds.
Yes. Professional Rocket League player.
Professional. That's how you know. That's how you know. Do you play with a controller?
I do.
Are you serious with the controller?
I do.
That makes sense for a racing game, though.
Well, it's not really
it's
not really like a racing game.
It's not.
Do you BM by saying controller, by the way, after every game?
No.
I would do that.
I've gotten better about that.
The Lord's corrected your heart. Well, yeah, we're here. We're back. I would say by popular demand, it was maybe like 2 people who were like, you need to do this again. So
That's true. We're doing it for the fans.
we're doing it for the fans.
And for God.
Have you ever played this game
No.
before? Mario Galaxy?
Uh-uh.
You did grow up with a Wii though, yeah?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I played like the Wii Sports Resort, randomly GoldenEye because my brother bought that.
That's right. You mentioned that in the
Wii Fit,
first episode.
like it was just that stuff. Mario Kart.
Wii Fit. Wow.
Dude, the balance
balance
board games were
board,
pretty
yeah,
fun.
yeah,
Actually,
Did it tell you were like morbidly obese for some
I
reason?
was underweight every single time.
Those things were so off though, because you had to put in your height. And,
Yeah,
like, all the.
and your weight too.
Have you seen? There's like a jingle for like if you're like obese. It goes like. Wah, wah,
Yeah, it goes.
wah.
That's crazy.
But yeah, no, we're talking about worship today. Myself and Daniel are both worship leaders. We have spent a lot of time doing that, and Jeremiah is very big on. I mean, I think we're all big on theology.
Yes.
That was made pretty clear in the last episode, I would say. But yeah, I feel like you have a lot of cool thoughts on worship as well. We've talked about it a lot, together. So I thought we would kind of do that today.
Music is important.
Music's very important.
They do.
Important. I didn't plan on bringing this up, but I feel like people kind of forget that music sets a atmosphere. That's a big part of what David played when he was soothing Saul from the demons or whatever other you might think was going on with that. But that was like God working in that moment through the Holy Spirit to like calm things down, you know what I mean?
No, totally was.
So that can happen at church, it can happen at home, in your car, wherever, on the bus ride. So music is important and it's powerful.
It is powerful. I agree. That's a good thing to talk about, I think. It's just like the kind of almost spiritual weight music can carry. I want to be careful with my language with that, because I think you can get kind of like new agey like pretty fast, like if you start talking about like music having spiritual properties. But
Well, I think that like New Agers believe that though.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like I think some of that would kind of overlap.
Oh, okay.
But it's like you could go off the deep end pretty quick with that and start
sure.
like saying some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Like, the A equals 432 hertz, like has
Oh,
healing properties.
I was just thinking that.
Also, that is such a flat A. 432? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Wait, do you want me to do it right now?
Okay, Jacob Collier.
I'm just kidding.
Anyways.
I don't even know what I just hummed. He can actually do that though.
I know
crazy.
he can. That's why
He's a freak. No, that's baloney though. The like healing frequencies.
Yeah. You can find like YouTube videos that are like playing that frequency for it. I think it's so silly.
That's some snake oil for real.
Very silly.
Very, very silly. No, but yeah, I did kind of apply that like music just kind of thing recently. She's ascending, bro. In my like Devo time in the mornings, I was getting like just so distracted. And I feel like my thoughts were like getting really like negative when I was reading. Like I was just very like critical of what I was reading, like too often. Where I'm like, this is not productive. This is not helpful. And I started playing worship music, kind of for like I did think of that, like the David and Saul, like quieting, you know, the evil spirit or whatever it says in him. And he stopped tweaking. I like started applying that on my Bible reading time, and it just like really did help for a time.
Wow.
It just kind of put that at ease, and it just made it more productive. I just did it for like a little while. It was like instrumental, you know, worship piano or whatever, that kind of deal. But it's a game changer.
Interesting. Do you like it like made it so you were no longer having those thoughts? Like, did it change your thoughts, or do you feel like it just quieted your mind?
I think it quieted my mind. Would be the best way to say that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
This is like only tangentially related, but when I am struggling to focus and my thoughts are racing, like regardless of what they are, when I'm reading, I just read out loud.
Yeah.
I force myself to say what my eyes are like, and that usually makes my thoughts go away, and then I can focus on what I'm reading.
No, that's good. I think, yeah, everyone kind of has their own stuff. And I'm not even necessarily saying that, like, that could have just totally been a practical thing.
Oh, sure. I
You
mean,
know?
sorry, I wasn't trying to like detract. I was just
No.
And this is how I
didn't think
do
you
it,
were.
you know.
Yeah.
But that's awesome that music had that property. I'm sure it would for me too if I did that, you know. I'm very, as a worship leader, you know, and a lover of music, I'm like sensitive to it, so.
Daniel's very sensitive.
I am. I'm soft.
He's soft. He's got soft hands.
I don't do any work. I don't do labor. So.
God, soft hands, son.
So, if your hands don't look like this
while
when
you're
you're eating your lunch.
Must be a liberal sissy.
Yes.
What? I've never seen that.
It's this like...
You're like
you know-
black charcoal hands.
You're like covered in motor grease.
It's like coal miner hands. That's
Just
funny.
the whole like blue collar, like,
Yeah.
you know, competitive masculinity.
Dude, I saw a video of somebody was like doing a similar thing. He was like building a house or whatever, like some shed in his backyard.
Yeah.
And his hands were so calloused, he was rubbing them against the wood, and it was like sanding the wood.
Oh, no.
I saw that.
You
That's
saw that?
insane.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
yeah.
I was like, there's no way this is real. Like, it's crazy if your hands are actually that like tough and leathery that it got to that point,
That is wild.
right?
That is cool though. Your body adapts to like your lifestyle.
Yeah. I mean, just think about, you know, guitar calluses.
Right.
You don't feel it anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what should we talk about with worship? Where should we start? It's such a broad like topic. There's so much you could talk about.
I was listening to this. I don't know if we want to get this deep this quickly, but
Hey, shoot. Let's do it.
I was listening to just like it just showed up on my like YouTube homepage, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll bite. There's this podcast called The Way UK, and I think they were in America for something, and they were interviewing Abby Gamboa and Corey Miller.
I saw that.
You saw that?
I watched that.
Dude,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
yeah, I finished it today to make sure I had like material.
Yeah.
Wait, can I ask what Corey Miller's from?
He's just himself.
Does he
He's
do
just,
worship
like-
music?
Yeah, he's just Corey Miller
Oh, I've never listened to
with a K.
his songs, I don't think.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was suggested on. I never click Spotify suggestions, but I think either I was like just, you know how it just automatically goes. Oh, I don't keep messing up my words. He keeps like automatically goes to radio after a while, And
Yeah.
I think that one of his songs started
I
playing.
hate when Spotify does that, by the way.
Yeah, I
It grinds
do
my
too,
gears a little bit.
But this one was good, and I was like, oh, this is actually a good song.
Yeah.
So that's how I heard of him. So it was Spotify first. This is really recent too. Like I'd heard of Curry more like as of a month ago. Anyway, so they were being interviewed, and they were being asked about it was an actual interview. They were like, it was a whole thing. There was some event going on, and they were on stage, and there was an audience, and they came up and did like audience questions afterward and everything.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, the panelists were from this podcast, The Way UK, and they asked a number of questions, but one of them was about this like spontaneous worship as a trend.
Yeah.
And I was
yeah.
whoa, I'd never thought about this before.
I was
And
so
so-
happy he brought that up.
We're from the three of
would
us are
cut
from like charismatic church background, and so the whole like spontaneous thing is like kind of how we do. We call it flowing, and actually Abby used that word flow, and I
She
was
did.
like, we stole that lingo from.
It's pretty universal.
It's like a
actually,
common
yeah.
word. I didn't know it was like common.
Yeah.
I'd first heard of that at the church that we're from, but anyway, they were like, do you think that this spontaneous trend, if you will, is actually just a desire to return, like to bring worship back to like purity, but it's not really that pure to begin with? Like, is there
Interesting.
This like basically, is there a danger into thinking that spontaneous worship is actually the purest form of worship, to the point where you're like, and this is not the question that they asked, but to the point where you're like worshiping spontaneous worship, and not like this is
Okay.
just and
Yeah.
their answers
We
were
just gotta
interesting.
flow, man.
Basically, right? Isn't that an interesting thought?
That is a very interesting thought. I feel like I've thought of that before, but I've never put that to words.
I mean, I had never like thought of it as a trend, but they were like, is this just a trend that's rejecting other worship trends? Like, we're sick of the scripted song, liturgy way of doing worship
Yeah,
normally.
The green?
The green one, yeah.
I thought we were just there.
And just we're just gonna flow, guys. We're just gonna flow. We're just whatever's on my heart. Just gonna sing prophetically.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I just really feel like I had.
Worship leaders talking in the mic.
I just really had like this on my heart to share, and
Okay, hold on. Side worship leaders, if you're out there, you don't got to be talking that much on the microphone. I said I'd be positive. I think I'm allowed to speak about this because I'm a worship leader as well. Sometimes we just be yapping. Sometimes we just yap. We're like in the middle of a song, and then for no reason we're like, hey guys, like I just feel like we really need to like
really
worship
feel like
right now
this is
during
on my
worship
heart.
time. Like we're saying things that
God
like,
is like
everyone
really
already
in the
understands.
room right now, and I just feel like we need to like acknowledge.
Okay.
Let's
Let's.
like acknowledge him.
I'm gonna hard cut
just
right
see
here.
God, a trend, like where spontaneous worship is actually just like a trend to reject trends. Where the heart of it is to return to so-called purity,
Interesting.
whether or not non-spontaneous worship is impure or isn't as pure as spontaneous worship.
So that was the question.
That was basically the question that they were asking.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you now asking?
I
what
am
we
posing
think?
the same question to you and Jeremiah.
Jerry made a lot of faces while you're saying that, so I really want to hear.
did.
his
Well,
thoughts.
Well, the thing is, I think he watched the same episode of the podcast, so he
Yeah.
already
Yeah.
True.
saw
Okay.
it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you have to answer first.
I do. Okay.
Can you repeat the question?
Basically, I guess it's a two-parter.
Like, do we worship spontaneous worship over?
Do we worship spontaneous worship? And do you think spontaneous worship is just a trend to reject trend? A trend rejecting trend, basically.
I see. Okay.
Like
okay,
it's
okay.
rejecting the Chris Tomlin and
Yeah.
out with the Chris Tomlin, in with the
Jesus,
flowy
yeah.
upper room style.
Yeah. Man. So that's so interesting. I feel like I've perceived stuff like that before, and I've just never really been able to pin it with language like that. Because there's definitely, I think I don't want to answer your question with like a side tangent, but
Go for it.
I feel like there is sometimes a disconnect between like worship people and just like a congregation. like a church
Oh,
congregation.
sure.
Where I think sometimes with the spontaneous stuff, you can really draw in the worship culture people and then completely lose like just your average Tom who works in accounting but still loves God but doesn't like, listen to the Abby Gamboa, like worship podcast teachings, like listens to every new like upper room drop as soon as it comes out. Because sometimes like you're up there and you're being spontaneous, which is good, and we all like spontaneity, like in worship. But then like you start singing this song that like nobody knows because it's like a really niche like, but it's really ministering to you, this song, and it's like, oh, okay, that totally is a side tangent though.
It is, no, but I think it's valuable. I mean, it's mostly coming from like a perspective of two worship leaders and a worship lover, but like, I think there's worship leaders worship, and then there's the congregational worship. There's Tom from accounting.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I think we need to bridge that gap. Like, I just think we need to find a good, happy medium between the two. I think it's very possible too. So like, not killing spontaneity.
Yeah.
But like knowing that, okay, if I'm singing our fourth chorus of the night, like our fourth spontaneous chorus, right?
Right.
And like all four of these are like ones that are not in our usual song rotation at our church, like you just got to know that you're going to lose some people. Like sometimes I think there's absolutely a time and place for like a niche worship song that just like, brings you to tears every time, and it's just like anointed and it's really doing something for you.
Let's go.
But if you're doing that all the time because it's just like those are the songs you like and those are the songs that minister to you, you're just gonna lose people.
Moses stood on a mountain.
We're being positive.
I love that song. I love
too.
that song.
Me too.
For the record.
Yeah. It's a great song.
But that song is probably a song that will lose Tom from accounting if he doesn't know it already.
Yeah. Or just someone who doesn't know like basic like worship theology.
Yeah. Speaking to the trend part of it though, right? Because you spoke to like is this valuable from a congregational standpoint? But I was thinking, so I won't name it, but like a friend of ours goes to a Christian college in the area, and they are all about like flowing now, but they're not, how do I put this? They're just not really charismatic, and I'd say that flowing and spontaneous worship is kind of like a charismatic thing. I wouldn't expect that at a Baptist or a Lutheran or Presbyterian church.
Right.
And so when they try to flow during their worship sets, they end up just like choosing ahead of time like 5 other songs. I'm exaggerating, but they're like, okay guys, so when we do this like next section, we're gonna pick like, we're gonna do this chorus, and then we're gonna do this bridge from this song, and we're gonna do this bridge from this song. And I'm kind of like, that's not really the point. Like that's not how it works. Like we've never. Sometimes ahead of time we're like, oh, it'd be cool to like tag this bridge on or something like that.
Yeah.
But that to me is like, okay, maybe now I'm seeing that maybe there is a trendy aspect to it.
Yeah.
That I wasn't seeing before because I just don't have those I'm just not around those kinds of people.
Yeah. Worshippers love a good mashup.
Yeah.
They love a good mashup. They go nuts over it. And I think that's something that we need to be careful of, because sometimes we're just pandering to that. It's
Right.
not always like spirit-led,
Well, that's kind of my argument, is that I don't think that because we're not charismatic, it's like not
Too
really
Too bad.
spirit-led. It's just kind of like, well, this is what everyone's doing now, and we want to do it too, and so then we try and copy it.
Yeah.
And not even trying to speaking of the merits of it, just like it feels trendy now, almost.
Boom. Sorry. Go.
No, it was a pro gamer move.
It was.
Yeah, it's this is so like nuanced, because there are ditches you can fall into with this.
Right.
Because obviously we're not anti-flow, that's pretty clear. But we're also not anti like planning to
No,
add
no,
another
no,
part
no.
of a song,
Definitely.
like to a different song. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. I guess I'm just saying that they're like, oh, well, let's just add a bunch of songs onto this song is not really what flowing is, but their desire to do that in the first place is proof of how trendy it's become.
Yeah.
Is more what I'm saying.
Okay. Yes. Spontaneous
Oh.
worship and like worship mashups, like putting another chorus
Yeah,
from
putting
another
another
song in
chorus
your
from
song
another song.
is certainly like a trend. And that's not like unspiritualizing it.
Do you think? Okay, so
But-
then part 2 of that is, do you think that let's like put mashups to the side for a second here. Do you think that like the spontaneous worship is more pure? I know your answer to this already, but do you think that it's like more pure than, just singing a song that's already been written and sticking to the actual words and format of that song?
Yeah, absolutely not. I think there's a time for both. I think the big thing for like just doing the songs exactly the way they are is you want some level of order in your like worship, like time as a church.
Yeah.
If everything's all like loosey-goosey, I think you're gonna leave people in the dust. One, like if you're just like singing every single like chorus that you want to sing. Like there's a place for like your Holy Forevers and your Here I Am to Worships, and because it really draws people in. And I don't think that's like any like manipulative tactic to go like, oh, we need to make sure we sing songs people know and have like their emotional attachments to. It's more like you just want people to be able to jump in.
Right.
You want to make sure you're being hospitable to, what do we name him, like Tim from accounting or whatever, like in your worship set.
Well, worship is like, and that's the other thing about it. I agree with you, Noah, on that. Like, I'm perfectly fine just doing the songs and then moving on.
Yeah.
But I think we gotta like know our place a little bit as worship leaders, like I almost wonder if it's like I want to sing what I want to sing, and like I want to be able to flow to this song and blah blah blah. And it's like, as a worship leader, you're a servant, and I think that there's I think there's a temptation to try to use your 15 minutes to do what you want with it and not to serve the congregation. And I think that like that's where the do we worship the flow question comes
Yeah. Okay, I think that really nails it on the head. Is, are you serving your congregation as a worship leader?
in. Right.
I think that is the question you need to ask yourself when applying any of these tactics. Like, spontaneity is good. Doing your little mashup, doing your Holy Forever / Agnus Dei is good if the intention is serving your congregation.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're, in my opinion, right? If you're doing like your worship set and you're like, this song has been ministering to me, but it's a little niche, like it's probably not super well known. But I really feel like, because sometimes a song is just for ourselves,
True.
Like sometimes that's
Definitely.
just between you and God, and that's okay. That's like amazing and beautiful. But if you're like, no, I feel like I prayed about this, like I feel like this needs to be like for everybody. Like there are ways to do that. It's like, okay, then let's do our Holy Forever. Let's do our, whatever, like praise,
Yeah.
whatever their song is,
Whatever
like
song
super
you gotta
popular. And then let's add this chorus from this song. I think that's like a good way to kind of incorporate to serve your congregation. I just think sometimes worship leaders forget that, like, we have a job to do, and it's not just like, let's all try and enjoy this as much as we can, like every man for himself,
Right.
which is kind of a ditch you can fall into with like the whole worshiping spontaneous moments thing, I think. What do you think though, Daniel?
No, that I totally agree with that. Like, and I think, and I don't want to. I don't know. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, knowing us in person. But like, it's sometimes it's like, oh, I didn't get to flow. We didn't have time to flow. And it's like, sometimes we don't.
We say that all the time, because we want that flow.
we need it. We crave
Yeah.
it. You know that like the gif of like that woman from the movie who's like shaking and like smoking her cigarette, like she's like
It's terrible.
That's how we are. I feel like we get like we get like our like flow withdrawal symptoms as worship
Flow
leaders.
withdrawal. Yeah.
It's like, oh, I gotta have time to flow. It's like, come on. Sometimes just sing a song, get off the stage. Like,
Yeah.
Forever, he unites and brilliant all. The arms of angels, they're standing side.